All right, welcome back to another edition of Smelling Gamma News. We're going to go ahead and get started for today. Today is August 2nd, 2023. So let's go ahead and get it started. Yes, I haven't been on here, but the family got back from vacation, so I've been spending much time with them. So, all right, but let's get it hard, let's get it big, all right? So here we go. And this afternoon, while you enjoying your ride home from the occupation, whatever you want to call it, let you know what's going on, all right? This is from the archive.ph, all right? Archive.ph, an article from the Financial Times. And this one is big. Why we let this one? Fitch cuts U.S. debt rating after borrowing standoff. We told you that the U.S. was getting ready that the U.S. United States of America Incorporated is broke. It is dead broke. It can't borrow anything. Remember they raised the debt ceiling. Remember about the debt ceiling fight that happened back in January. Then all of a sudden they stopped talking about it. And then they went back in June, and then they said they raised the debt ceiling by borrowing by $36 trillion. Hornswoggle. So they raised four. They said they're gonna borrow $4 trillion. Who's gonna give them money? Nobody wants to give the corporation money anymore. All right. So they can't get their house together. They refuse to do it. So one of the big credit rating agencies, the ones that be hitting us over the top of the head. All right. They decide, okay, man, it's about time we downgrade the U.S. debt. And if you get into the article a little bit, they basically saying that the U.S. should have been had a downgrade. So we're no longer AAA plus. Now we're down to AAA, and now we're probably not even AAA anymore. So the U.S. debt rating the Fitch has cut the U.S. debt rating from AAA to AA plus. Oh my goodness, we not AAA credit no more. We AA plus, baby, and we about to hit AA negative, and whatever you want to go below that one. Trust me, the corporation is dead and it's broke. This is breaking news. You probably won't hear this on the mainstream media because they're too busy covering up for flashbang and whatever else they think they can cover up with. All right, but the world sees what's going on here, and we are dead. The corporation is dead and broke. And just let you know, get this article. This is a devastating read to those who think the corporation is actually a good place to be right now. So get this article out, all right? So this is from archive.ph, all right? Archive.ph, the Financial Times. All right, and then we got an article here. If this lets you know what's going on, if you ain't got some type of good issues going on with you, all right, in the banking world in the States, all right, bank says conditions for loans to businesses and consumers will keep getting tougher. They don't have any money. There's no more money coming from the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve no longer exists. It's been forced into the Treasury. Jerome Powell takes his orders from Steve Mnuchin. Janet Yellen she's the Treasury Secretary for the defunct persona non grata around the world. United States of America Incorporated. No one's giving them any money anymore. The banks are going broke. You see banks shutting down left and right. You got J.P. Morgan Chase right now. If you look at, they're closing thousands of branches all across the states all across the republic right now. The banks are being shuttered. Not just lower banks, but regional banks and big banks. They're all shutting down. We got sightings of Wells Fargo's. They're shutting down their offices, their branches, and they're turning them into wealth management sites. There are no longer any tellers in there. They have cubicles where you can sit down with a personal wealth management. Let us know about that section, what you see about what's going on, okay? All right? So just let us know. Get this article out, everybody. This is from CNBC.com, right? CNBC.com. The hits just keep on coming. People need to get up and wake up. Not those listening to this broadcast, but those folks. We know we got family members who think we're wearing 10-4 kufi hats. That this is getting hectic. You got people who are going into foreclosures. They're desperate to do anything to get these people to stay in their homes. They don't want these foreclosures on their balance sheets, their books. They're trying to keep everybody good to go because they know nobody's getting any money anymore. People have lost thousands of jobs, their jobs, their livelihoods, and the banks, they're doing anything to keep people from going into foreclosure because they don't want anything on these books. They're already over debt laden. Nobody wants to buy treasury bills anymore. Go look at some of the sites if you can find it because they're trying to hide it. The debt treasury auctions, all right. Well, treasury auctions have gone no bid. Nobody wants to buy U.S. debt anymore. The banks can't get anybody back to this ties all back in. The banks can't get anybody. They can't loan anything to the business or consumer because they have nothing to lend. We're all tapped out. Okay, we're all tapped out. The highs of the pandemic, the so-called demic, if y'all want to call it that, so are over. The reality has hit. And we just announced that in the previous article that the U.S. AAA credit rating have been downgraded to double B, AA plus. We're about to go beyond that. Okay, so get this article out. The banks are having a hard time. Nobody has any money, fiat money anymore. Nobody has any real money. So get this article out. All right, this is from CNBC.com. All right, CNBC.com. All right, then the article here. This is from RedWave.press. All right, RedWave.press. JP Morgan predicts record gold price in 2000 and next year in 2024, that is headed to the stratosphere. It's only a matter of time because they can't keep it down anymore. They only keeping it down so they can actually buy more precious metals themselves. All right. As soon as the big banks, the big so-called central banks and governments around the world, as soon as they figure out they have enough precious metals, they're gonna stop buying and they're gonna announce their gold holdings. And there's no longer price and suppression, and then you're gonna see it shoots for the stratosphere. All right. So let's take a quick look at the precious metals price. I want to see that right quick. I'm sorry, I should have had it up for you. We're going to go to Kitco.com, all right? Kitco.com. Take a look at that one. As you see, the precious metals was over 2,000, and then it's been beaten back down. That's because they're trying the best. That was the world market. Let's go to world market price here. That was New York spot price. So as you see, precious metals is being beaten down all over the world. And look at rhodium. Oh my goodness, rhodium is just taking a beat down, a downfall. All right, from almost a high 30,000, barely even a year ago. And it's look at that. That's just a crying shame. All right, so get this article. All right, as they predicted, they can't hold down anymore, no any longer. They're going to buy up as much as they can, and then they're going to announce to the world that this is what they have. And all of a sudden, the supply and the suppression of the supply and demand is going to be known to the world, and it's going to shoot precious metals to the roof. All right. So thanks, Red Wave, for this article. RedWave.press to this article. Get this article out to everybody. All right. Just get this article out. Get as much as you can. In other words, you're paying yourself. All right. You're saving yourself in the future. All right. So get this article out to everybody. Okay. RedWave.press. All right, and then we got an article from YahooFinance.com. All right, YahooFinance.com. We remember we talked about the UBS Credit Suisse issue. There's some funky stuff going on with that stuff. All right, and here we go. UBS lays off Credit Suisse investment staff, closes Houston office. Sources have said. Okay, so like I said, it's creeping onto the mainstream media websites. Wait till it starts making the print, the news media, the TV media. Okay, they're slowly leaking this stuff. They slowly trying to get everybody good to go with it, and then all of a sudden, for those who ain't paying attention, wham! It hits, and they have no idea, and they walk around with the dumbfounded look on their face. We don't know what happened. All right, so there's laying out for you the funky deal that went off. UBS has laid off all these people from Credit Suisse. It's just like what JP Morgan did with First Republic. They took it over, took on a bad bank, and next thing you know, they laid off thousands of folks from Credit Suisse, from First Republic. All right, so this is not just a stateside thing. The Republic thing, the corporation, the United States Government Corporation is dying, and this is what's going on around the realm. All right, banks are closing left and right. No more consolidating anymore. People realize that the consolidating and taking over stuff is a bad juju. So when they do take it over, they just go ahead and fire everybody who used to work for that. All right. So get this article out. This is from YahooFinance.com. Right. YahooFinance.com. All right. And then we got this article here. This has been coming around the trend. We've been watching what's going on overseas, and even I missed this one. All right. This took place back on April 5th. All right. It is and this is from MSN.com, right? MSN.com, the mainstream media network, all right? MSN.com. If they're telling you stuff like this, and they quietly probably put this out back in April, and I missed it. If any one of you caught it, let me know in the comment section, all right? But the Prime Minister of Malaysia announces into the U.S. dollar dependence, all right? It is over. It is stick a fork in it. It is dead and done. Nobody wants the U.S. dollar. Nobody. Period. If this happened back in April and I missed this one and I'm catching on to it. Imagine how long the de-dollarization has been around. Far longer than many of us can know. They just been afraid to announce it, but now countries are no longer afraid of the corporation, and they went ahead and just said, and they openly saying this now. All right. So this going back to April, they're saying this. All right. So that's just let you know that point blank. Along with the first article we wrote, this one right here. Going back to this one, okay. Fitch cuts U.S. debt dollar rating. This probably actually already happened months ago, probably even years ago, and it's probably just making the news ranking. Remember, they cut the debt under Obama. And what did Obama say? I will always see the U.S. as AAA. Remember that. All right. And then we got here. Nobody wants to deal with the dollar anymore. More countries is just flat out saying it. Enough said. Enough is enough. Enough said about that. I'm just gonna keep talking about it till many people get into their thick skulls. All right. So get this article out to everybody. This is from MSN.com. All right. MSN.com. All right. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us. Another edition of Melangam News. I want to say be safe, be sound. Remember, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know what's going on. All right. Like, subscribe, and comment the notification bell. Remember, you're your own best financier. Your own best credit union, your own best savings and loans, all right? You're your own best banker. Remember that. You're your own best banker. Remember, pay yourself first. Always pay yourself first, all right? So, once again, thank you for joining us on Just News. Be safe, be sound. Take care of your family, then your neighbors, neighborhoods, reach out to other communities, all right? Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Once again, thank you for joining us on Just News. Let's get it started.